This video is probably going to get some knee-jerk dislikes. Some people are going to watch it, but not really listen to what I'm saying and dislike it. And I'm pretty sure I'm going to get some comments asserting that I'm a stupid Christian just because of the title. But hear me out, because I think that whatever I end up saying may be of some substance.
Converted man here. Ran across a video called Atheists Are Stupid. Time to analyze it for logical fallacies. It's going to have them. Oh yes, it is.
And that's what I don't like. I don't like that a group of people think so similarly and based off of the same literature, yet they decry another group of people for doing the same thing.
Oh, goody, goody, goody. A straw man and a 2Q all at the same time. Oh, you're doing this. And you say that you don't like when people are doing that. Even though not everyone is doing that, but I'm just going to say that everyone's doing that because it makes my presentation so much easier.
YouTube atheism is oftentimes dogmatic. A lot of YouTube atheists bring forth well-structured original arguments, but there are a lot of YouTube atheists who also bring forth poorly copied, unoriginal excerpts from the God delusion or other atheist literature.
And even if that's true, it's irrelevant because you can simply say that's an appeal to authority, or it's the appeal to the wrong authority, and then you can list the other logical fallacies performed by that authority.
And worse than that for me, worse than the oversimplified view of the world, worse than generalizations of theists, worse than that is the arrogant, ostentatious, douchey attitude that a lot of people develop.
I know this is nothing more than a rant video, but really, just appeal to emotion, and more appeal to emotion.
If you're not someone who has the luxury of being the smartest person on the planet, you might get a little mean and people aren't going to want to hang out with you. No one wants to hang out with an argumentative prick. And a lot of YouTube atheists, a lot of people on the internet are just that.
And if that mean, nasty person happens to have a valid argument, you're going to not address that argument because that person is mean and nasty? Well, you know, if I was to do that, bleep, half of the videos I've made would have been made by now. I don't care if somebody is mean and nasty. I'm still going to address their argumentation or lack thereof.
When you ignore that, it's very easy for you to take an arrogant, ostentatious, douchey attitude and transfer that persona offline and into your daily lives. And some atheists do that. A lot of atheists in my school do that.
Yes, but so what? Okay, so there are people that are being douchey online and they're transferring that to real life. Or maybe they're just douchey in real life and they might not have a presence online at all. But if this was an erastic dialogue, which it's seeming like it's kind of is, I would suspect that the actual reason for the dialogue is she's upset at the people at her school.
So you can cry all you want about how the religious are apparently inherently inferior to your awesome, out-of-this-world level of intelligence.
Here's a suggestion. Take some time and energy to learn informal logic, and then come to the debate field ready with good or solid arguments against whatever they're saying. And now it's time for What Would a Hypocrite Say?
But some atheists are stupid too. Atheists are stupid too. So I really hate saying this because it comes from a place of arrogance, but I'll openly admit that for public introspection, I guess. But when you ignore that, it's very easy for you to take an arrogant, ostentatious, douchey attitude and transfer that persona offline and into your daily lives. Wake up if you are that arrogant, ostentatious, douchey person, online or offline. And worse than that for me, worse than the oversimplified view of the world, worse than generalizations of theists, worse than that is the...
And that concludes What Would a Hypocrite Say? Back to the video! Okay, so I just have a very, very simple question for this person. It's very simple. Does this video that you made show that atheists are stupid? I'll give you a little bit of time to ponder that for a while. Okay, I think that's been enough time now. I'll tell you the answer in case you couldn't get it on your own. The answer is no. But this video does have 11 logical fallacies, but that's a bad thing. Oops! Alrighty then. Well, I guess we know what comes next. Unless and until... Wait, what? There's more? What do you mean there's more? There's more video? Oh, okay. There's more video. Not of this person. Not of this person? A different person? Oh, well, this is a surprise. It seems that my director, which I just completely made up and doesn't exist, is telling me, but not really because he doesn't exist, that there's another video. And I'm supposed to act surprised because I didn't know this, even though I did, because the director's all in my mind. Anyways, this pretend director that I just made... Oh, never mind. Here's the next video.
In May 2014, YouTube user Deconverted Man made a response video to my video about his lack of knowledge of the system of logic in the world. This is my response to his first response video. The conclusion of Deconverted Man's video is that to master the system of logic, and his advice to me is that I study logic. First of all, no man master the system of logic in the world.
Dear users, I present to you the one, the only. Hello. Hey, how's it going? Outright lie. Yeah, I'm here again. Matthew B. Ling is my favorite YouTuber in the world because all he does is outright lie everything. Yay! He gets the special outright lie award that I just made up. Hooray! Isn't that wonderful and special? Thumb up me because I'm the bestest ever! Okay, he's been hung up on again. So, outright lie, and I'm not doing anything more with Matthew's Beanling's video because I really, really, really don't like it when people outright lie. It is crystal clear that I did not say that I was a master of logic in my last video. So, I'm done with Matthew. I've been done with him, but now I'm really, really, really done with him. And this is the last that I will speak of him. His name shall not be mentioned. Moving on to the next portion of this video. So, I've noticed a very strange meme propagating through the atheist community lately in reference to Jason Burns. Now, I've done a video on Jason Burns and also Inward Burns, and I just love Burns because I can do Burns. Anyway, so Mr. Burns is somebody that I already debated. At least, I tried to debate him. Now, I said, alright, let's pick the topic, let's negotiate the topic's wording, and he was able to do that. I thought that that was good. I said, okay, well, do you want a time limit or a limit of videos? And he said, yeah, I want a time limit and a limit of videos. And he gave a set time limit and a set number of videos, which was 6 videos, 10 minutes each. So that would have been 60 minutes for both of us, an hour's worth for both of us to give our various different argumentation. He then proceeded to make a video where he used up more than his time in one long video. So that was a tactical error because he broke the rules of the debate. Now, people said, you know, you should just declare victory. You shouldn't even debate him. I didn't see a reason why not. After all, I had agreed to do a debate, and I like finishing what I start. I also like following the rules of logic, even if my opponent isn't going to. So I rebutted his lengthy rebuttal within 10 minutes. And then I gave him 19 minutes, due to a YouTuber telling me the wrong information, to rebuttal that. He didn't, and I rebutted that successfully within 10 minutes. I stuck to the rules from beginning to end, and I didn't even use up my 6 videos worth. So, for those people trying to have an academic debate with Jason Burns, the problem is he doesn't understand the formal rules of debate. Now, whether or not he's an academic, I don't know, because I've never seen any credentials from him. But nonetheless, if he wants to say that it's an academic debate, so be it. I would highly suggest to Jason Burns that he learn the rules of debate so that he doesn't make the same blunders again. Here's what I'll do for Jason. I will host a live hangout, and he can pick the day and the time, as long as it's not too late at night. We'll have to work that out because my ability to get on the internet is rather limited. But at any rate, we'll work that out, and on live air, I will ask him questions about how debate functions, and he'll show us on camera his hands, he'll show us the screen, and we'll see that he's not reading anything, that he's actually memorized some facts, and he'll tell us some of the rules of how debate works. I think my first question will be, so when you decide on a time limit between you and your opponent, should you stick to that time limit? Anyways, but I'm willing and able to give Jason a chance to prove to everyone that he understands how debate functions. Now, you might be saying, Deconverted Man, really? Jason Burns? He's been given enough chances. He goes on and off YouTube, and he doesn't do things that he says he's going to do. He lies and manipulates, etc., etc., etc. I really don't care what he has done in the past or his behavior. Doesn't matter. All that matters to me is to be able to give somebody an opportunity to learn logic and then show people that they have an understanding of logic. I think that that is something noble, something that goes above and beyond a person, whoever that person might be. Beyond me, beyond Jason Burns, beyond anybody else. Everybody has the ability to learn. Whether they have the desire or not is another matter. But why not give him that opportunity? Now, maybe he'll take it, but probably he won't. Why won't he? I don't know. Logic can't address that. Come up with your own opinions on that. But I've always strove to be nice to my opponents, even if I make fun of people from time to time. I tease them, I poke them a little bit. I'm not making fun of them, I'm making fun of their ideas. Making fun of their illogic. That's what I'm making fun of. And if I use sarcasm, it's for those purposes. I don't want to attack people, I want to attack their ideas. I want them to learn logic and improve themselves. And I want that to happen with everyone. Maybe you might say it's time to give up on G-Man or Jason Burns or whoever. And you might be right. It might be time to give up on them, but I really want to try, darn it. I just really want to try to get these people to learn logic. And maybe that effort will be in vain. But maybe somebody somewhere will see that effort and say, hey, what is this logic thing that Deconverted Man's always talking about? Maybe it matters. And maybe by seeing how wonderful my life is, they'll realize just how true logic is and how it can change you from within, and how knowing that logic exists brings about a full transformation experience and this awe and wonder. Logic it's just so wonderful, and logic loves us so much. Why, it answers every wish that we ask of it, and it laid down its own life for us and then resurrected from the dead after only 8 days. It came back. Logic. Oh, Logic, I love you so much. Oh, sorry. The lobster crawled into my head and messed with my brain a little bit, but I'm okay now. And I'm back. Time to do more video thing
based on the incredible true story.
Mommy, did you know I have a sister? Honey, who told you that? In heaven, this little girl told me she died in your tummy.
And I see dead people. I see them all the time. This story never happened. By the way, it's flipped over, reversed, and upside down because it's going to be flagged for third-party content more than likely. And if I use any more of this, it will probably be flagged for unfair use, even though it's totally fair use, because I'm commenting on this horrible, horrible movie that's not based on a true story. It's based on a story that somebody made up and got their kid to say that was true. Okay, well, I've run out of videos to do, so I want to talk a little bit about my friend the Lob here. Now, you probably haven't seen a lob yourself in person, but that doesn't mean that they don't exist. Just because we have no fossils of it doesn't mean that it doesn't exist. Just because there's no scientific studies on it doesn't mean that it doesn't exist. Just because it looks a little bit different doesn't mean that our friend the lob here doesn't exist. See, the thing is, we could genetically engineer this creature so it could exist, right? So how do you know that this thing doesn't really exist? Sure, you're saying, oh, it's photoshopped. That's what everyone says about the lob. But, come on. It's a picture. It's right there. How do you know that it's photoshopped? You don't know that. You can't prove that it's photoshopped. So, obviously, the lob probably maybe exists because somebody genetically engineered it. And that's possible. So we can't discount it. Just because we don't have any evidence of it doesn't mean it's not real, right? That's how things work, right? Right? No? Who's saying no? You better explain how in the comments. Comments? Comments. Comments. Comments are the things that fly in the sky. Comment section of the blip, 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 beep, beep, burp, burp, error, error. I'm not a robot. Beep, beep. Okay, so, anyways, so that's my friend the Lob.
Today's question has to do with the moral argument for God. And the question is simply, if objective morality exists, if there is a true right and wrong, moral absolutes if you want to put it that way, then how does that indicate that God actually exists?
I'd love to answer that question, but it would take a little bit of time to explain it, as well as to analyze the rest of your video, so I'll have to do that next time. Anyways, I hope you've enjoyed these 3-ish plus videos all smushed up together. I guess I could have done it as separate videos, but I wanted to do it this way, so if you enjoyed it, good, and if you didn't, then sorry, I guess. Whatever. Anyways, here's a blooper. And I'll even offer him the chance to prove his stuff. Now, my access to the internet is limited. I almost said my limit to the internet is access. Whatever. Anyways, my limited access of lobsters is limited, therefore. And molecules. Wait, hold on. I want to do one more thing. I have to do this. This is really, really important. It will totally be worth your time if you stick around and don't just hit the stop button right now. Okay, so Armored Skeptic is an awesome, awesome, awesome man, and I love him a whole lot. But I've noticed a few things about him. First of all, I think his name is misleading because he calls himself Armored Skeptic, but only his head is armored. His head has that armor helmet. A business suit couldn't possibly cover armor unless it's like plate mail or chainmail or something like really thin, but that wouldn't be very good armor. But then I thought of something. I looked really closely at his hand. I'll zoom in here. Hold on. Okay, so you can see his hand is like sort of metallic, but it has kind of like a flake of white there, sort of, but it's metallic. But it's not like as big as a gauntlet hand would be, because gauntlets are pretty big. So what I'm thinking here is that his hand itself is literally made out of armor, or it's possible that it's just like a stub of an arm and it ends in like a cannon, like Mega Man's cannon. And, you know, cannons and knights kind of go together, so it would fit the whole, you know, medieval theme he's got going on, except I'm not sure how the business suit would fit in. But anyways, so his arm's like a cannon. But I did notice this. We don't see his other hand at all. Now, it's not far down enough to where he could be doing something, you know, a little bit inappropriate on YouTube with it. But its lump isn't really convincing to me for some reason. I think that that's just the jacket. So I'm thinking he doesn't have another hand. I'm thinking that it's just a stump arm. Maybe like his armor got cut off somehow. Or maybe he dipped his body in armor paint or something. And maybe his face is all like armored color, and that's why he wears a helmet. But if you look really closely, you don't see anything, and it's not for lack of lighting. So maybe that is literally his head. Now, he wouldn't have eyeballs like the rest of us, and I have no idea how he makes noise without a mouth. And I guess his brain's like up in the top, but wouldn't we be able to at least see the spinal cord or something? Maybe it is just too dark in there, but still, I think that we'd be able to see something. So I think that Armored Skeptic is actually like a robot of some kind. You know, that would explain the metal hand, and that would explain the lack of any actual head. And maybe the helmet is just there, like attached to the robot body that he has. And again, I'm not sure what the suit is about, but he's got a business suit. Now there's one more thing I did notice. His legs, we never see his legs or his feet. So I'm wondering if his feet are gauntleted, or if they're silver, or if they end in like business shoes, or if he has pants at all. I think he is pantsless. Although you can see the top of what looks like pants. At least I think that's like a fly. It's hard to really tell from this picture, but I think it's the top of pants. So maybe he does just have the top, or maybe he has pants. I'm not sure, but I'm thinking that they're probably business pants, but there's just not enough to really tell here. Wait. What is that? Is that a button? It is a button, but not like the button you would find on a shirt button. I think that is a robot button, or that might be the camera that allows the robot to see the world. Right there in the middle, below the tie, that black thing? Yeah, that's gotta be it. Alright, well, that finishes my analysis of Armored Skeptic. I'm sure that you are glad that you didn't hit stop and that you listened to the rest of this very important part of the video. You are glad, right? You're not like irritated or upset slightly at me, maybe? You're like, Deconverted Man wasted my time talking about Armored Skeptic. I don't even know who Armored Skeptic is. I only watch Deconverted Man. Deconverted Man's sexy. I wish I could date Deconverted Man. I wonder if Deconverted Man's single. Deconverted Man's the smartest person in the world. Deconverted Man is God. Wait. I feel like I said that once. I can almost sort of remember it. Huh. But then it sort of makes my ears hurt. That's really weird. I wonder what that means. Yeah. Anyways, I'm gonna do some other stuff here, so I'm off to be a douchebag and insult other people and whatever I do or something. But remember, when all else fails and when life seems to be going not your way, this one undeniable fact: lobsters exist. That's all I've got for you. Goodbye. You can stop the video now. I got nothing more. That's it. Yep. I got nothing now. Yep. Okay. That's it. What, you want me to do something? What do you want me to do? Stick a snake in my mouth? You want me to stick a snake in my mouth? Okay. If it will make you happy, then I'll end the video, alright? I'll stick the snake in my mouth. That will be the end of the video.